All right, guys, let's talk about the number one thing that you're not saying out loud to your buyers that is costing you money. It's costing you money. All right, I know a lot of you are going to say, yeah, I do a buyer's consultation, and I'm going to be happy that you do that. If you don't do them, that's the number one thing, actually, that you need to start doing, right? But the thing that I know that agents aren't actually saying out loud is this concept of what should the buyer do if they come across a for sale by owner, and what should the buyer do if they come across a new build. You know, they decide to go into a model home. You have got to address those very specifically, and you've got to explain to them that the reason you want them to go through you on those two things is so that you can protect them. Okay? You're also explaining this is how you get paid, and this is the agreement that we're going to be making, right? I'm going to work for you, you're going to agree to work for me, and we're going to have, you know, a happy relationship here. But what I found to be most helpful is when I'm very specific. All right, guys, so let's talk about a couple conditions. Once you decide to, you know, that we decide to work together, and you commit to me and I commit to you, there are two things that I've seen happen that I just want to talk about. One is you're going to find or come across a for sale by owner, and you're going to see a little for sale by owner sign in the yard, and it's going to have a phone number on it. And what I want to encourage you to do, and what our agreement will be, is that you're going to go through me on that. You're going to let me make the call to the owner, because sometimes when you reach out to that owner first, he or she will not let you work with an agent. And the last thing you want to do is buy a house from somebody that's also not represented. It's just a recipe for disaster. This is a massive amount of money that you're investing, and I want to help protect it. I want to help protect it. And I can't protect you if you don't go through me on the for sale by owner. So what I want you to do is just take a picture of the number and give me the street address, and I will take care of the rest, and we'll make sure to keep you safe on the process. The other thing is you may stumble onto a new construction. You're not thinking about new construction right now, which I get, but maybe you come across a model home and boy, you end up pivoting and kind of going in that direction. Before you do that, I'd like you to call me and let me know where you're going so I can call and make an introduction to the builder rep. If that's not possible or I'm not available, the first thing you want to say when you walk into that model home is you want to tell them that you are working with an agent, and then you want to make sure that you can work with an agent should you build a home with them. It's that simple. They expect that. It's not that big of a deal. So guys, those are the two things that I see that a lot of agents aren't saying very specifically. You have to be specific, because they're going to not understand this, and they're not going to think they're doing anything wrong with your handshake or your buyer's agency agreement, whatever approach you take. And it's just because they're just not aware. So our job is to make them aware, all right? So once you guys start using that in your buyer consultation, once you start talking about that really specifically, it'll help, all right? Go get them. See ya.